That big breaking news coming in at 10 a.m. Prime Minister Modi will address the nation just a day after India hit that 100 crore vaccination mark. That's 1 billion doses in the war against the pandemic. Now, Prime Minister Modi will address the nation at 10 a.m. today. So all eyes on what will be his message when it comes right ahead of the festive season and with the election season also right around the corner. So Prime Minister Modi will address the nation at 10 a.m. today. This is just a day after India hit that critical 1 billion mark. That's 100 crore vaccination doses which were delivered to adults across the country. Now, when it comes to the war on COVID, a lot more needs to be done. The next stage is to vaccinate children and also to maintain COVID protocols right ahead of the festive season. But Prime Minister Modi will send that entire message to the nation at 10 a.m. today. He will address the nation in the next 2.5 hours. That's when Prime Minister Modi will give that message to the nation. But what will be the contours of that entire pitch coming in from the Prime Minister? We have to wait and see, because the signature style of the Prime Minister is to keep the nation in suspense when he makes these announcements. I'm joined by Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. Pallavi, good morning. Pallavi, what are you picking up from your sources when it comes to Prime Minister Modi's message to the entire country? Is it likely to be a pep talk after we achieved that big milestone of 100 crore vaccination doses? Or will he lay out the plan ahead as we try to beat this disease and come to on the other side?
Well, I think one thing we can safely say, Ayushman, is that it could be very maybe not so easy or to predict what the Prime Minister is actually going to be talking about. But one is presuming by deduction and logics of it, is that possibly he could talk about the vaccination program. I mean, yesterday he was very much there interacting with the health workers. He also spoke to the young girl who was there. There were people who were there, health workers, the nurses and all of that stuff. But that deep acknowledgement of a mammoth exercise which has been completed in a country as vast and diverse as ours, I think that kind of an acknowledgement is likely to come in from the Prime Minister. But more than that, the Prime Minister also understands that this is a festival season. In many cases, we are seeing the guards are down. In many countries, the spike is already being reported. Whether we are talking about Russia, China, lockdowns are being implemented. And India is now completely almost opened up. I mean, theatres, schools, colleges, in a scattered and staggered manner have all been opened up. And this is where people often make the mistake of thinking, okay, I've got my vaccination done, so I can afford to rest easy. I think that message also needs to go across. We still need to mask up, and those who haven't got themselves vaccinated need to do it. And also the acknowledgement of the various experiments that we're still carrying out. So one is presuming that this is what the Prime Minister is likely to speak about.
Right. I'll take that point to Maria. Maria, is that likely to be the Prime Minister's message, that the fight is far from over and we have to keep our guard up as we try to expand the entire ambit of the vaccination drive, primarily inoculate children to continue the fight against this disease?
Possible, Ayushman, because the timing has been chosen by the Prime Minister. He did not address the nation as it was being anticipated yesterday, because India completed that milestone of 100 crore vaccines around 9:30 a.m. and through the day vaccination continued. But the concern certainly in the government is the lower number of second doses recipients. That those beneficiaries who have got the first dose, they are not going to the vaccine centers to get the second doses. Why is that a dip between or gap between the first and the second dose is a matter of concern. But certainly the sense within the government is that the message has to go and there has to be more effective communication, that you're not fully vaccinated and hence you're not completely safe. If it is about safety and ensuring that you are fully prepared, then individuals and citizens of India have to be fully vaccinated. But the entire journey, Ayushman, throughout the journey of this entire pandemic, the healthcare emergency, we have seen the Prime Minister's leadership stand out, addressing the nation at various juncture, announcing the lockdown, then saying that why it will be lifted. And when the vaccine process began, he talked about how India will be undertaking the biggest vaccine drive, how the members of the scientific community have produced vaccines in real time, how India has helped the world, being the biggest manufacturer of vaccines always. So I think at various points, particularly when the daily wagers and the laborers needed that assurance that when they do not have livelihood, when their daily wages are not coming, how will their houses run? How will they get food on their plates? That was addressed through those packages that have been announced by the government for the farmers, for the daily wagers. So I think at various juncture during this long pandemic, we have seen the Prime Minister address the nation, give tasks as well, be Thali or celebrating the frontliners, the healthcare workers through claps, because it was about uniting the country in this fight against coronavirus, that this was not about one government, one section of the society fighting it out, but the country at large have to understand the sheer challenge before India at large. So I think this address to the nation could be partly celebratory, partly also about the road ahead.
Right. And when it comes to that road ahead, Pallavi, I'll take that point to you. Prime Minister Modi, his main brand has always been Vikas whenever it comes to addressing the nation. Now, as we hit that milestone of 100 crore vaccination doses, could that Vikas message be the likely highlight of this entire address, that after the IMF's indication that we are that the economy is back on track, could that message come through the Prime Minister's address that it's time to get the economy back on track, and as we open up to reboot India's multiple Vikas projects as well as revamp the infrastructure, and he bringing together the entire nation behind that entire drive? Could that be the highlight of the message?
Yes, I think so. I mean, you're right, Ayushman, that acceleration of the economic process. I mean, for example, the Kushinagar airport, I should take a very quick and small example. I mean, that's a part of this whole concept of Udan, the fact that even those who wear Hawai Chappal should be on a Hawai Jahaz, the accessibility of basic infrastructure to all. But more than that, I think underlying is the Atmanirbharta. Right. If you look at a vaccination program itself, we haven't, unlike many of the countries, depended for abroad for our vaccinations. They have all been indigenously done, whether it was from the Serum Institute of India or Bharat Biotech. And that message has been frequently pushed in by us. And also as a part of a vaccine Maitri program, we've actually exported our vaccines to many other countries who actually require those vaccinations. So I think that's also going to be the larger messaging which comes in when the Prime Minister, if I'm presuming, his speech is also going to be about, lauding the efforts of our indigenous scientists, the vaccine makers, the institutes, and so on and so forth. That India can do it. We need to be self-reliant. We're increasingly becoming self-reliant, and that's the only way to go. When you stop depending on your imports, when you stop depending on other countries, what we do is you give a leg up and a boost to our own economy, to our own industries and factories, to our startups. And that's how, that growth story comes in. One draws a parallel, for example, to China. China also had this whole vision many, many years back, and why China was considered to be a superpower as far as the economic profit was concerned, because they understood the need for becoming self-reliant. And the Prime Minister also understands the need for that Atmanirbharta. So I think that's also an underlying message which is likely to come in from him, when he also talks about the fact that we need to balance both health as well as economic with wealth.
Right. Thank you, Pallavi, Maria and Payal, for joining us on the broadcast. That critical address of the Prime Minister at 10 a.m. today, a day after India achieved its vaccination milestone, 100 crore vaccine doses. And as Pallavi was pointing out, the Atmanirbhar message could be the highlight of the Prime Minister's address.